My preparations, I was working on my strength. And my strength, I was working on my fitness. Yeah, and looking at my opponent, his strength and his weaknesses, and trying to see how he fights, what he does. Yeah.
Coming through this fight, I prepared hard because I was fighting March, and then from there I rested like a week. Then I got back to the gym. Ever since I've been training. Yeah, so like for this boy, I never cut corners because in terms of my skill set, I believe in it so much.
I'm going to cut him down. I'm going to hunt him and cut him and take him down.
Ah, he's a funny man. He's a funny man. Okay, let him come. We'll see. But then, in terms of my side, I've been around the world. I've been in Japan. I've been in the ring with people like boxers who like were considered pound for pound greats. So who's him?
My strength, I'm a power punch. I hit hard.
Me, I'm a counter fighter. I beat my opponents according to their mistakes. Yeah, that's how I've been taught boxing. Beat your opponents every time you make a mistake, you must pay. Might be an early night. Just that I'm not sure about the rounds, but then I won't go all the rounds.
Yeah, no. I don't feel it's my advance. She'll be the first gun. I won't feel it's my funks.
Now like there's no time to train. Hopefully you prepared, because me obviously I know I'm gonna win because I don't play. I come to fight straight like that.
Watch out. I'm gonna come like a rain. And I'm gonna rain on you. Till you cries and beg for mercy.
Well, we call that trash talking. I don't know if that was trash enough between the two boxers. I think this is Maitse, 25 years of age, against Raokgwathile, 27 years of age. Yes, look at the nice record there from 36 of Maitse, 9 wins, only 2 losses and 1 draw. And Raokgwathile still to be defeated. 4 fights, 4 wins, no loss. He's from Botswana. And then, he comes from a place called Mika-eel. And the disease of Maitse, it comes from Sharpeville. And I think really maybe this is a record, guys, in a way, because Maitse is fighting and he's got a dad, his own father, Vomani Mahlangu, who's still fighting at the age of 45. So, boxer and father, fighting at the same time.
Yeah, his father was former SA junior featherweight champ, and Maitse will hope to follow in the footsteps of his father and maybe overtake you.
It's now fighting in a featherweight, a bigger division than he's there.
Yeah, and also he came from the family recent run. He did extremely well. He only lost 1 fight there. And he also had a good amateur pedigree. And now we see what he's made of.
Exactly. And now to bring the boxers in, let's cross over now to Shane Wellington.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time for our main event. It's an international featherweight bout, so let's welcome our boxers into the ring. Introducing first in the blue corner, he's fighting out of Mthobile in Botswana, and he's known as Sparta. Please welcome Raokgwathile.
Looks very, very confident because the name of Sparta, undefeated in 4 fights. Raokgwathile.
He has to be confident. He's never lost a fight. And 100% knockout ratio is very dangerous. I can give him a puncher's chance. Taking on back, he was very skillful. We'll see how his power is up. Because if he just doesn't have the power, no skills, it's going to be a big problem for him tonight.
Yeah, he's a southpaw as well, so it presents a bit of a different type of risk for Maitse.
And now for his opponent in the red corner. He's fighting out of Sharpeville, South Africa. And he's the ABU SADC featherweight champion. He's a Warrior Ascent athlete known as Dr. Sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bekezizwe Maitse.
Yeah, it's called Dr. Sleep. Is it because now, he let his opponents go to sleep?
Well, it's definitely not because he puts his fans to sleep. He's a very entertaining fighter. You know, he had the great opportunity of participating in the WBC Grand Prix in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. He beat two really good undefeated prospects as a part of that tournament, and he lost in the semi-finals to a highly respected Mexican prospect, Brandon Mosqueda. So he's got the pedigree, he's got the experience.
9 wins, only 2 losses. But as you say, he doesn't have to have a big punch because he's only stopped 1 opponent in 9 wins.
He really hits hard. He really hits very, very hard. But it's just, sometimes the styles of people can determine how you're going to stop an opponent. And Becky is really experienced. You will see it tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mayhem at the Market 5, live from the Four Ways Farmers Market here in Johannesburg, South Africa. This is the main event. Proudly brought to you by Warrior Ascent Promotions, together with Top Boxing Generation Ukraine. Warrior Ascent Promotions, showcasing the best of African boxing to the world. This international featherweight bout is scheduled for 8 rounds. It's sanctioned by Boxing South Africa. The fight supervisor is Raokgwathile. The timekeeper is Coleman Molefe. And the ringside physicians are Dr. Stephen Zelepe and Dr. Simon Brooks. The judges for this bout are Jaap van Nieuwenhuizen, Namtlat Yuluba, and Duduzile Dlamini. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the white and red trunks and weighing in at 56.3 kilograms. He has an undefeated record of 5 wins and no losses, with all 4 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He's fighting out of Mahalape, Botswana. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Kaho Sparta Raokgwathile. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the green trunks with gold trim and weighed in at 57.1 kilograms. He has a fight record of 9 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. He's fighting out of Sharpeville, South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the WBC Grand Prix semifinalist and the current ABU SADC featherweight champion. He's a Warrior Ascent athlete. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Bekke Zizwe, Dr. Sleep Maitse. And the referee in charge of the action is Rian Janse van Rensburg.
Boxers. Okay guys, you obey the boxing rules, always listen to my commands, protect yourself at all times, shake hands, enjoy your fight.
The man must be really confident to come all the way from Botswana to take on with his undefeated, to put his undefeated record on stake against Bekke Maitse. I really feel he has something up his sleeve.
Well, that's what he was saying during yesterday's weigh-in. He says he's going to knock out his opponent. Let's see. But immediately, guys, what I'm seeing here is that the Maitse really looks big for a featherweight and much bigger than his opponent. I don't know what we are saying, but this is what I'm saying. And yesterday, just when I spoke to him, apparently now, between fights, he walks around with about a weight of about over 70 kilograms.
That's a lot of weight to cut, and you can see it. He does look very big in the ring.
Yeah, he's quite a big boy, and both boxers, southpaws.
Bekke Zizwe is a switcher. He's originally an orthodox, but he likes to switch in between. So now I'm sure he's confused his opponent by starting the fight on the southpaw stance.
Yeah, and his father, by the way, is also a southpaw. Bongani Mahlangu.
Right, stay back. Stay back. Keep your head up.
Keep your head up. It's up. Rian Janse van Rensburg, the referee, that man in the ring. Now, Becky Sizwe is loading, guys. He's not really taking this round, as a feel out round. Big left hand there from Maitse.
It buzzed Raokgwathile a little bit. He felt it.
Another good right hand there.
That really got the attention of Raokgwathile.
Good work to the body from Raokgwathile.
Two big punches, body punches.
Becky must still be aware because Raokgwathile is still dangerous considering his knockout ratio.
But then again, like we said, it just depends now who he fought.
Exactly. I believe, I maybe stand to be corrected. I think all of his fights have been in Namibia thus far. So this is the first time he's stepping onto South African soil to show us what he's got.
Well, he was confident yesterday the way in, saying that now he's going to stop his opponent. But he's got a very, very tough customer in Becky Sizwe Maitse.
These boxers had no time to waste. Started with all action from the beginning of the round. From the start of the first minute, you can see it's been all action. Both boxers landing and exchanging punches.
Stop holding.
And again, guys, I can't stop wondering really how big Maitse is. For a featherweight, it really looks
Stop holding.
big for
Stop
the
holding.
division.
Nice body shot from Raokgwathile.
10 seconds.
Both boxers changing big punches.
Stop.
Great flurry of action to end that round. A difficult round to score. Both fighters enjoying quite a lot of success at different times within the round. How would you have it scored, Peter?
Well, again, I'm going to sit on the fence and really say it's a 10-10 in that round. Let's see now what happens now in round number 2. Because now both boxers now have felt each other's power.
It could have been a 10-10, but I would really be edging on Becky because he landed some solid shots, especially that overhand that he caught him with and it buzzed him. I think that could be the major deciding factor.
Yeah, and you see, there's the punch that they're talking about. It was a big left hand, and you could see the knees of Raokgwathile really buckling.
Box.
Raokgwathile needs to put his hands up because he's been caught by the similar shot almost 3 times. He needs to adjust and make sure that he doesn't get hit with a big shot like that, especially with these clitorius gloves. They are very hard.
Mpendulo Maitse with a total of 4 KOs in 9 wins, only 2 losses. So he does bring some experience in this fight.
Oh, good straight left from Becky Sizwe. Seems like it's a battle now of which fighter can establish their jab. Both of them keep flicking that jab out.
And giving them. Well, I think he touched the canvas with his punch. That should be a knockdown.
Yes, if his glove touches the canvas, then it is a knockdown.
Well,
I'm not sure if the referee caught that.
Yes, I think the referee really missed that. Rian Jansen van Rensburg, I think he was not sighted. Really, he missed that knockdown.
I really think the Grand Prix that Becky went, the WBC in Riyadh, really changed him a little bit. He hits very hard and he's more experienced and skillful. Look how he puts his combinations together and get out of the way. I love the body shots coming from Raokgwathile. Seems like Becky didn't like that and he had a clinch.
It looks like that maybe Raokgwathile really can really punch. His punches really they seem to be now telling a story now against
Right, stay back.
Yeah, and it shows because his record of 4 wins, 4 knockouts is no joke. His power's got to be respected.
Yes, and if you say that those fights right away in Namibia, we know that Namibia's got a very, very good boxers. So if you could manage to knock out.
Beautiful exchanges. The body shots coming from Raokgwathile, and Becky is mixing up his punches and switching up with the angles.
Trying to mix big punches coming from both boxers.
Stop.
We're only in this
Wanted to stop all this
only in the second round, and you can already see this fight looks like it's been a war, lot of war, like we're on the 11th round.
Definitely it's a war. I think both boxers like they felt each other's punches. I mean each other's power.
I think both of them have found their range now. You know, first round it looked like a round of who's going to establish the jab. Now both of them are going to war, putting on a battle.
Exactly, they're coming up with big punches, and I think maybe they should resort to the basics. You know, start jabbing, just jab, and use your
Box. 10
ring
seconds.
Good shot from Raokgwathile. Hit him with the right
Stop.
hand.
Beautiful round there. Now, how do you score that one, Devin?
I don't want to be a judge at this point. This was a really competitive round, and it was a bit of everyone at their moment in the round. You can see Becky came back, Raokgwathile also came with some good shots, good body shots, so it was really competitive and tight. I don't know how you score it, Peter.
Yeah, I think yes, yeah, I agree with you. I'll give it maybe to Maitse. And then Braden, what do you think?
Look, I'll just say that I'm glad that I'm sitting here with you guys instead of in the judge's seat, because this was a very tough round to score.
Yes.
If we have a look at the replay here, Becky sees where it goes with that lead right hand, he misses. And then there's some of these exchanges on the inside, both of them trading huge blows.
And it confirms what we said earlier on, that Raokgwathile went down, and then he touched the canvas with his left, and that should be a knockdown.
It's interesting because that was an even round, but technically it should have been a 10-8 round.
10-8 round, yes.
Becky knows how to fight from the outside. He's very tall, he knows how to use distance. He hits and moves back. Nice right hook.
Yeah, but he's up really against a very, very dangerous opponent in Raokgwathile.
Raokgwathile doesn't seem like he's a one-punch knockout artist, but it's his work rate and the way he pressures people that I think he stops people, because most of his record, he stopped people via TKOs, which means the referee could have stepped in. It's not those one solid shots.
Oh, stop
And
pushing.
for a boxer really with only 4 professional fights, I think really is doing very, very well. What an exciting fight, guys. This is a
Right, stay back.
exciting fight.
Don't push your boxer.
This tournament really has produced very, very good fights. I enjoyed each and every one of them.
I think we've had a bit of everything in this tournament. We've had great knockouts, we've had chess matches, grudge matches,
Right,
wars.
stay back.
It's all you could ask for as a
Okay,
boxing fan.
Exactly.
Raokgwathile keeping his hands tight. I think he learned his lesson in the beginning of the round when he was dropping his hand, because Becky has a big left hand. There it is again.
Good shots to the body and head from Raokgwathile.
And then look how he responds really after being hit.
Right.
Then you think that
Stay
now,
back.
he's
Stay
felt
back,
the
guys.
punches him up and it could be
Watch your
going down.
punches.
And then it just comes back with some big shots of his own.
It's the body shots of Raokgwathile that is doing most damage to Becky. You can see every time he puts his punches together downstairs, Becky doesn't like it and he holds and clinches and moves out of the way.
Both men really coming to win. I don't think there are any one of them really has got some doubts
Right,
whether
stay
they
back.
can win this fight or not. They really
Stop
come
holding.
here and said, I'm going to win this fight.
Both of you.
Dr. Sleep looking for that one-punch knockout with that big swing over left hand.
Again, more of that assault to the body from Raokgwathile. And he brings it upstairs as well. He brings that left hand upstairs.
I think Becky is struggling to fight on the inside.
10
Every time
seconds.
Raokgwathile is on the inside, he's doing most of the work.
Yep. Raokgwathile is roughing him up, especially with those body punches.
He's really fighting now in the pocket.
Right.
Raokgwathile.
Honestly, what I can say is how Raokgwathile did his homework on Becky, because Becky, when he lost on the WBC Grand Prix, it was from a body shot. So I think he saw that this boy cannot take the body shot. Yeah, so that's why he came up with that big game plan, and I think it's really working on him for him.
He's working for him. He's going for body punches. And yeah, let's see what happens now in the next round, round number 4.
Yeah, very good round over there for Raokgwathile. Probably his best round of the fight so far. I think he made Becky Sizwe feel very uncomfortable with those body shots. He's roughing him up. We have a look here in the replay. Raokgwathile bringing the pressure, unloading the shots, flurry of combinations. And I think, Bevan, you mentioned it before, it doesn't look like Becky's comfortable fighting on the inside.
Yes, like you say, Bevan, look at those body punches now from Raokgwathile. He's really loading those big punches.
Becky needs to stay on the outside. Make sure his boxing is open. Make sure whenever he's trying to come inside, and layer him up with that uppercut.
Here that, understand that Southpaws don't like fighting other Southpaws.
No, not at all, because it's a funny thing, because Southpaws often find they struggle to find other Southpaws to spar, so they don't have as much experience.
Southpaw versus Southpaw. Kaho Raokgwathile from Botswana in the white trunks.
Good shot from Raokgwathile.
That's right, against Becky Sizwe Maitse.
I love Becky's movement, that movement. He ducks away very nicely on an angle. And he's doing well of moving on the outside because he can stay inside.
Big punches coming from Raokgwathile.
He's starting to pick up the pace now, hitting Becky brutally on the body.
Becky needs to keep him on the outside, similarly to how he did in the first round, which I thought was the best round his best round of the fight so far.
Nice punches, nice cut from Raokgwathile.
Raokgwathile putting his punches together. He's doing very well in this round.
Right, stay back. Stay back. Stop holding around the neck. Okay?
Becky needs to get back in this fight.
The size of really here is doesn't really matter here.
Nope, it doesn't matter in this ring tonight. Raokgwathile is putting the pressure on. The smaller fighter liking to fight on the inside.
Right,
It's not something that we don't see.
Go too low.
You know, size doesn't really matter in the fight. You know, what really matters is the skills and heart. You know, sometimes you might not have the skill, but when you have the heart and you keep moving, like just as I think Kago is not really skilled, but you can see that he has a lot of heart and he's hitting Becky on the body. And Becky holds again for his dear life.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Showing his experience there.
Stop turning your boxing opponent around.
Not swing
Okay.
and then hold his
Box.
opponent.
It's the age-old saying, but it never fails to be true. Styles make fights. And Raokgwathile's style right now is making this fight swing in his favor.
Old adage, boxing.
Right. Right. Box.
Becky feeling the pace of the fight, but he's not stopping. He's moving his head.
Behind the head. Behind the head. Stop.
I think he's slipping those punches nicely.
Another really good round of the book for Raokgwathile. He's really putting on the pressure. He's showing South Africa what he can bring to the table.
And all that experience that he got, as you say, from fighting in that WBC Grand Prix. So he's bringing that experience. He's a different boxer right now. But yeah, but he's up against a very, very determined boxer in Raokgwathile.
Raokgwathile didn't really impress me at the beginning of the round. He started very slow, but now he's putting his punches together, punches in bunches, throwing combinations, and he knows how to fight on the inside. Well, I think he's hitting Becky with the body shots when he's staying inside.
Yeah, it's a lot of those short uppercuts, body punches. See it in the replays here.
Yeah, like you said, you know, he did his homework. He realized that okay, Becky lost from a body punch in his last fight. So he says, that's what I'm gonna do. And he's just gonna throw body punches and see if this guy can take it.
Stop!
Fight really befitting of
This is the last time that I want to grab and turn your boxer opponent
the main
around,
bout.
okay?
Yeah,
Please
it's
don't do
the
that.
main bout of the night. We've seen so
Box.
much action, and then this fight is such a high-level technical fight, and we're glad to watch it.
Triple jab from Becky with Maitse. As Khago said, he's going to be hunting. He's really hunting. He's stalking his opponent.
Big punches coming from Raokgwathile.
The footwork of Becky is the one that is saving him. He knows how to get out of the way.
Especially against a volume puncher, you have to get out of the way. He's doing that perfectly.
They don't know how to survive.
At this point, I think Becky must not look at the referee until the referee stops the fight, because he's going to get hurt. If the referee doesn't stop it, you're not supposed to stop or talk to the referee.
You're right, and it's really disappointing that seeing how experienced he is, but he stops, he looks at the referee now, expects the referee now to intervene, and the referee didn't intervene, and then he could have been knocked out now.
It's protect yourself at all times at the end of the day. And he should know better than that.
Better than just to stop and go with the referee.
Raokgwathile is bringing some of those punches upstairs now.
Guys, break,
And he's
step back.
really outworking Becky at times.
Yes, and also hitting him. Seems to be hitting him, looking out.
Really tough time for Becky Sizwe. I think he's a bit desperate now. You see the way he's throwing his punches. He's no longer as accurate as before. And Khago is taking advantage of that.
Raokgwathile invested in the body from the early rounds, and it's paying dividends right now. Becky looks to be quite exhausted.
He might have only had 4 fights, but the way he's fighting now really is quite like a very experienced boxer. Raokgwathile.
Right, stay back.
Raokgwathile 4-0.
Right.
You can see why he still kept his all. This guy is a very dangerous fighter.
They're telling him that now don't fight, don't punch after the bell. The bell goes, stop punching.
Another tough round in the books for Becky. Bevan, if you were in his corner right now, what would you be telling him? Are you okay?
It's a bit difficult now because it's late in the round. You know, I would like to tell him to use his movement. You know, every time he was moving, he was doing well. You know, when he's off the range, because he's the taller guy. And you can see Khago is only comfortable when he's on the inside. So now I don't know if Becky still has the legs with the pressure that he's been going through to keep on moving. And that's a really tough night for him.
And the body punches also, you know, they slow you down. You might try to move as much as you want to move, but if your opponent really is getting into the body, that is going to slow you down.
He really needs to dig deep in this last remaining rounds. And the uppercut would be a best key, because the way Khago is coming inside, he's falling with his head over. And Becky can capitalize on that by setting up with this jab and making him
Gigants,
go for
last
the
round.
uppercut.
Let's finish this fight nice. Okay, let's go. Box!
All right, they shook hands there. Was that indicates the last round? I don't think so, because now, according to what we have here, this is round number 6 of 8.
I really think it's really 6 rounds.
It could be 6 rounds, because on our paper here it says 6 rounds, but now we don't know. Now we'll see.
And if it's like that, then it's interesting, because I think Becky dominated major rounds at the beginning of the fight, and Khago came back late in the round. So for me now, I would have it as 50-50.
Yeah, this round will be more pivotal than ever.
This round is a decider.
Right now it is 8 round and not 6, but the referee made them shake hands, for round number 6. I think the referee is under the impression that it's a 6 rounder.
Right, stay back. Right, stay
Mistakes
back.
are really common in boxing, but I'm happy the boxers knew that they're fighting 8 rounds, because if you knew on the day of the fight that you're fighting 8 rounds, no ways.
It's a tall order, because you've trained for 6 rounds, you've psyched yourself for 6 rounds, and suddenly you're told it's going to be 8 rounds. That can be debilitating.
Right, stay back.
And now I see what you mean, guys, when you say really
boys,
size doesn't really matter, because
This is it.
a smaller boxer really is bullying the bigger boxer.
Yeah, and it's because he's fighting his fight, and that's the most important thing for him. He's ducking down though, he's going in on the inside. Again, great uppercuts from Raokgwathile.
Becky keeps his hands low every time he hits. He's reset, the way he resets after he punches, he brings his hands way below.
Quvile right now, I think, really is on top. Becky thinks we cannot really keep him away.
More big
Nice
shots.
uppercut. Another right hand.
Becky tends to relax when he's on the ropes.
Becky to respond there.
Khago going back to his old habits of dropping his right hand, which was making him get caught by the big left hand.
Right, stay back. Stay
There
back.
was big talk between the two boxers, and I think they're walking the talk. They're really doing their job here. They said we should expect an interesting fight, and it is an interesting fight.
I credit to both boxers. Whoever steps in the ring, I always give credit to them, because it's really a tough sport, and these guys are really meant to be fighting.
Come guys. Right, stay back.
End of round number 6. So it is an 8 rounder.
8 rounds. 8 rounds.
8 rounds. Now, it's very, very interesting now, because now from the corner of Raokgwathile, it sounded like now that he thought it was 6 rounds. They were preparing to take off the gloves and thought it was 3 rounds, and until the referee went into the corner and said, no, it is 8 rounds and not 6 rounds.
Okay. That's a huge spanner in the works over here, because Raokgwathile has been applying so much pressure and expanding so much energy. Let's see how much energy he has left to expand in these remaining 2 rounds, if that is the case.
Yes, because he thought it was 6 rounds. So he was expending all this, whatever, and punching that hard, and thinking that it's only 6 rounds. Now he's going to fight 2 more rounds now. Unbelievable stuff. But let's see what it is.
If he really maintains what he's been doing, I think this 8 round could be in favor of him, because it's only a few rounds left. And if he still has it in his tank, because the last remaining rounds he's been dominating. Boxers from Botswana really have a solid amateur pedigree. Most of them, they don't really have a lot of fights, but they have a good base in terms of amateur.
100%. And that's
Stop holding. Stop holding.
Quvile in the white and
Right.
red
No,
trunks.
that's not allowed. All right.
Goes by the name of Spartan. He's got 4 fights.
Box.
Won all of them by knockout. Now he seems to be missing. He's not really coming out strong now. because I think that he thought it was 6 rounds. Now he's going to fight 2 more rounds. Now he's got to preserve some energy now for this next 2 rounds.
It does seem like a bit of the steam has kind of run out for Raokgwathile. But Becky needs to take advantage of that if he's slowing down and fighting on the outside. He can't let him gain momentum.
I think Becky is supposed to take advantage of this because we saw he's slowing down Kago. He's just loading and charging the battery, getting a bit of a win, and then he can start again to pile up the pressure.
Yeah, you gotta do that now because now there's 1 more round to go.
Nice jab downstairs from Becky. On the back foot is Kago Raokgwathile.
Extra 2 rounds, according to them, might just save Becky's
And might be able to secure him a decision or a draw at the very least.
100%. But I think at the end of round number 6, I think he was really behind on points.
Yeah, I think he was behind, or it could have been 3-3. You never know.
He needs to push on though. He needs to push on. I want to see higher volume of punches from him. I don't think he's necessarily taking advantage from this recharge that Kago is taking at the moment.
What a fight really from Raokgwathile.
Leave his hands, leave his arms.
Left to round number 7. Just joined us. This is the ultimate round in this featherweight. Ultimate round.
Right, 10 seconds, let's go.
Featherweight division.
Yeah, we just saw that no knockdown rule. That was ruled as a slip by the referee.
Stop!
Like he came in this round to collect the points, and he did collect the points. I would really edge the round to him. Kago didn't really do much. He was moving. He didn't get back his team that we were looking for, that he brought from the round 3 up to the 6th.
Extra 2 rounds. Might just be saving grace now for Becky Sizwe.
Yeah, no, good round for Mika-eel. He didn't really set the lights out in that round, but I think he did enough to secure it, and that could be so vital for him.
But we still have 1 more round to go, and I still had Kago 3 rounds up. So this round will be the decider. If Becky takes this round, I think he clearly dominates this fight and takes off the victory.
If he can win the last round, Becky Sizwe, I think he can take this fight.
Final round of the final bout of this fantastic card that we've gotten to watch. Let's hope for fireworks. It's been on theme tonight.
Box!
What a tournament this has been. Brought to you by Warrior Ascent.
Who wants it the most is now where it comes to.
Yes, now who wants it the most?
Kago seems to have a bit of a second win coming into this final round. I think his adrenaline's kicked in, and he's looking to secure that win. He's bringing the pressure again to Becky.
He thought he was going to knock out Becky. Becky Sizwe, so let's see if maybe he's going to try to at least drop him.
Becky Sizwe is throwing a lot of punches now. He's trying by all means to make sure he's collecting the points. But Kago is not going away. He's still right in his face, making sure that he tries to secure this victory.
Halfway now through round number 8.
Stop!
Becky Sizwe, I think, is really shading this
Guys,
round.
come listen to me. This is the last round. Stop wrestling. Stop holding each other, swinging around. Start boxing for me for the time that's right. Both of you, please. Box!
Of Rian Jansefan runs back and saying, look, this is the last round. Stop holding too much. I think maybe give it your all now. Because now, you know what are you saving yourself for?
Great exchange from both boxers.
Right,
So
stay back.
excited to see
Stay
this
back.
fight finishing because I really want to see how the scores are going to be.
Yes. I think in fairness, if it was rather according to me, I'd make it a draw.
It's a very difficult fight to score.
Very
Extremely,
difficult.
extremely difficult.
Right, stay back. Stop holding yourself. Guys. Both of you.
10
Box, 10
seconds.
seconds.
Remaining in this round. There goes to the bell. And both boxers are raising their hands. Question number, who won this fight?
Becky Sizwe standing on the ropes. He thinks he's done enough here. It's going to be a razor close decision.
I won't be surprised if it's a split decision or a draw. Whoever, it can go either way.
Because really, you know, in all fairness, we know that scoring a boxing match is subjective. You know, the judges are human and they can score. You don't know what they're looking for.
Yep.
Some judges are looking maybe for action. Some are looking for big punches landing. You know,
Controlling the ring.
Controlling the ring. So it really depends really on what the judges is looking at.
In terms of each fighter's performance, you know, Raokgwathile, he's come as somewhat of almost an unknown quantity coming to South Africa to fight. Only 4 fights. How do you think he's performed?
I think really his performance is brilliant really. For somebody really who's only 4 fights and all by knockout. So I don't think he's ever gone in the distance, especially 8 rounds. Because I don't know in those other four fights that he's knocked at his opponents. How long they were scheduled for. But whatever it was, he knocked them all out, and then this is the first time now that he goes the full 8 rounds.
Yeah, credit goes to him and his corner for executing a great game plan. They focused on inside fighting, attacks to the body, and they imposed their fight on Mika-eel and Maitse.
What a brilliant tournament really put together by Warrior Ascent. It was a very, very good fight. All the fights interesting, and then the way action packed. We've seen some knockouts. And this was the last fight, the main bout, and it really delivered. Guys, if I'm to put my head on the draw, I'm going with Mika-eel Maitse.
I mean, for me personally, I think that Raokgwathile slightly edged it, but
Okay.
you know, I won't be mad at any scorecard. I don't want to see
Me
them
too.
run it back.
Me too, really. If ever it goes either way, I'll be very happy. It was a very, very close fight. Bev, how did you see it?
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout was scheduled for 8 rounds. It went the full distance. Let's give both of these boxers a big round of applause. After 8 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge Van Evenhazen scores about 78-75. Judge Lamini scores about 76-76. And Judge Yaluba scores about 78-75 to your winner by majority decision. Kaho Raokgwathile.
Wow, majority decision to Raokgwathile. You were right. Brandon,
Yeah, it was a close fight.
it was a very close fight.
I wouldn't mind seeing them run it back on a rematch. I thought both of them performed well. But at the end of the day, Kaho Raokgwathile's game plan from his corner and his execution was pinpoint. He showed great desire throughout the whole fight, and he deserves to bask in all of his glory tonight.
Yes, yeah, because he won the early rounds. He was ahead, I think, and by the time now, after 6 rounds, now when he thought the fight was over, I think he had really a good cushion, and then he used it really, and then won the fight.
And according to the judges' scorecards, you can see they say 78-76, meaning that 2 of the rounds is what make it 2 wins. I think it must be one of those early rounds, and we thought we were 3-3 going to round 7, but maybe only dominate those first 2 rounds, and Kago went on to dominate the rest of the round.
Yeah, and one of the judges 76-76, so it 4-4, 4 rounds each.
Yeah, exactly. And look, it was, like we said, it was going to be a subjective fight no matter what. There were a lot of swing rounds in there, but at the end of the day, Kaho got the decision. He deserves all the praise, all the glory tonight, and I'm sure he'll be celebrating.
Yes, and I suspect that maybe the match is maybe called for a rematch.
I think we need to see him back. He's a good fighter. I think he needs to. They need to bring him back so that we can see him again with Becky rematch. With talks, it will be really a good fight, and Becky can adjust, and maybe take the next win.
100%, yeah, because he's learned a lot already when he fought in the WBC. What was it?
Grand Prix.
Grand Prix, yeah. So yeah, he's brought that experience, and it showed tonight in the ring. But he was up against this man now. In your picture, this man really came here to win.
Yep.
Really came to win.
He caused an upset. He showed everyone here his skills, and he's put a statement out there. People will be on notice now for Kaho Raokgwathile.
That's okay. There we go. The results in the first fight. Thando Mbetu, a win by TKO against Esbongisile Ngubeni. Tarisai Musau beating Kabisile Shabalala there by majority decision. And Mpendulo Msimanga stopping Mthobile Quvile by KO. And in Dabazin Shapiri also stopping Trina Makoba. I think it was in the second round. And then Aaron, the sniper on the table, stopping Libani Masamba. Masamba not coming out for the 5th round.
For the last 2, we had Wasim Chelan versus Tolos Abavila. Chelan put on an absolute clinic in that fight, showing his power and showing why everyone must respect what a dangerous fight he is. Moving into the final bout of the evening, the main event, Maitse versus Kaho Raokgwathile. And upset as Raokgwathile announced himself to the South African stage and showed why he is such a great fighter and why he's won all 5 of his fights.
And overall, a very beautiful tournament. Good fights, all of them, including the ladies' fight. Very exciting. We've seen some knockouts, we've seen some good punches coming through. And yeah, and we've seen some upsets. But
It's been an amazing night of boxing for all of us over here. Peter, I've had a great time. I can't wait for the next one. We'll see you guys there.
yes, thank you very much. It was a great fight. And it was really nice working with you, Brandon Young. So, yes, we started yes, young. I don't know
Yes.
if you are still young at the end of this tournament.